So you're coming out of an injury, but you're ready to start training again. Here's how you can do this safely so that you don't re-injure yourself. And also how you can ramp things up as you start to rebuild your confidence and strength. There's no way for me to know what injury you're coming back from. And so in order to make this actionable for you, no matter what injury you're coming back from, what I'm gonna do is show you 4 movements. 2 upper body movements and 2 lower body movements. Now the most important thing actually isn't in the exercises themselves. Nope, it's in the method and how we apply that method in order to help you to get stronger. Understand how to use the method and you can adapt it to any exercise. This is especially good for when you're coming back from an injury. If you do have a specific question about a particular injury, then feel free to leave a comment below. We'll help you out. Now, the biggest thing that we see is when a person is afraid to push themselves. And this is because they've injured themselves in the past and they're now scared that they're going to re-injure themselves. Now, there is a fine line between doing too much and not enough. But at a certain point, you're just limiting yourself from getting better by having that unnecessary fear. And in order to help you to get over that fear, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use body weight movements and we're gonna work on upping the intensity and doing that in a safe manner. This is gonna help to rebuild your confidence and your strength. For example, we can strengthen the shoulder in different ranges of motion by using the crab and then intensifying that by going into the 3-point bridge. Now we start off with the crab. It's gonna help to work on improving our strength, flexibility, as well as our control. We do this for about a minute, doing multiple rounds. And then after a few sessions, and when we're comfortable with this, then we can move into this 3-point bridge, going from side to side. Again, doing this for about a minute, for multiple rounds, gradually working our strength, improving our flexibility and our control so we can get back to doing those weighted movements. Here's exactly how I teach the 3-point bridge in our Mobius program. Now, this is going to start as if you're going to do a crab. Hands are on the ground, fingers facing the side, but you're going to rotate your fingers to the back. This is going to be your base arm. You're going to take the opposite arm and bring it in front. Notice that Rose has her hand in front of her. She's going to look at her thumb the entire time as she places weight onto the base arm. And then as she brings her hips higher, she reaches back behind in order to get into the 3-point bridge. Now go ahead and come down for me, Rose. This is a beautiful bridge that Rose is doing. Now some of you, though, might not have the flexibility just yet to do that. It's perfectly fine. So here's an example of what you can do. The setup is the same. Right hand's going to be back. And this time, Rose is going to extend to the ceiling. That's it. First, just extend here. This is perfect. If this is all you can do, good. That's perfectly fine. She's going to bring her elbow down to her stomach again, relax, and then do the opposite side. Now on the opposite side, I'm going to ask her to bring her hips up just a little bit higher to show how she can go a little bit deeper with this. But she's going to be looking at her thumb the entire time. If you feel off balance at any point, pull your arm in closer. This is your balance point here that's going to help you to keep from toppling over. So if you feel that you're overextended, then you're probably overextended. So make sure that you're working this at a level that's going to be good for you. Okay, come on down, relax. Remember, the 3-point bridge is all about making sure that you find that balance point, keeping the arm in close to your body and looking at your thumb the entire time. We can do the same thing for lower body movements. Now, you might not be ready for your heavy deadlifts, but you can do it by using a movement from our mobility program in which it's just the single leg deadlifts. And you can modify this so that you start off your toes on the floor and back, keeping good posture, performing the movement. Gradually work on intensifying it simply by bringing the foot up off of the ground and continuing to work on the movement. You're strengthening yourself, you're working on your flexibility, mobility, and control. gradually going to help you to get back to being able to do those deadlifts that you want to do. And when it comes to the squat, we can use a variation of the Colt that I like, where we just start off with one foot out in front, squatting down, gradually bringing that foot closer and even pulling it up off of the ground while we do this squat, eventually bringing the foot up onto the knee and squatting down. Remember, it all comes down to doing these body weight movements and increasing the intensity of those exercises so we can rebuild your confidence and gradually work to be able to get you back to your previous levels of strength and mobility.